Okay, Solomon is right here with us. Solomon Atah is exactly 5:35 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Am I right?
Indeed, Ernest, you're right. Welcome to you and to your listeners to Johannesburg, the city of gold. The clouds are still in the sky. The sun has not gone under the horizons yet. Ernest, like you indicated earlier, Oscar Pistorius, the Paralympian who murdered, who has been convicted of shooting his girlfriend last Valentine's Day last year, is back in court for sentencing. Ernest, but I will not be going into that because I have in our mini studio at the Go Reef Hotel in Johannesburg CBD a very special guest that I will be introducing to you just in a moment. Ernest?
Right. So, Solomon, I know so much has been happening down south, but then I think let's listen to our special guest. Just like we had Yuh Ndim last week, it was a fantastic interview. Many people have called us to say that it was a brilliant interaction you had there with your guest. Today, we expect something even better, Solomon. Just right on.
Thank you very much, Ernest. Ernest, let me... Derric Yuh Ndim, whom I sit here in our mini studio in Johannesburg. Derric is an author, a motivational speaker, a personal development coach. Welcome to our studio, Derric.
Thank you so much, Solomon. Hi, Ernest.
Hi, Derric. How are you doing today?
All the way from Johannesburg. I'm so honored to be in your studios, and I'm so happy that you're taking me on air. I just want to say hello to all your listeners, and I hope that I will be able to meet the bar that you guys have set so high in the studio for me. Thank you.
Definitely you will. Right.
Okay. Yeah, Derric, let's get into it. I know that you are a personal development coach.
Yeah.
You are involved in personal development. This is something that is very new on the continent.
Yes, actually it's very new on the continent, and I get asked that question a lot. Why personal development? How did you get into personal development? And really to start, how did I get into personal development? And this happened to me, all by chance. 2 years ago, I'm kind of like in a rut. I'm in a stock with my own life, and I'm thinking, is this all that I can be? Is this all that I can do? What else that there is to life? And doing research, I ended up hiring a personal development coach for myself. And after having a few sessions with this guy, I actually realized that I was getting a hold. I was getting a handle on life, personally and in business. And then I was thinking, why should I hire a coach from the US to help me with my life?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I hire a coach here in South Africa or here in Africa? So I thought this could be a career for me to venture in, and thank God for the mentors that I've had in my life. It just all happened like magic. All the right people came into my life, and yeah.
And then, but Derric, someone that is listening to us now, wherever they are in the world, they would be, what is personal development in essence? What is this about? What does personal development really mean to someone that doesn't have a clue of what this is about?
Okay. Personal development coaching, it's not new. It's a term that was coined in the US around the 1970s. It used to be the self-help industry, where experts on the field of psychology and philosophy, they're just trying to teach people on how to enhance their life, from where they are at. It's actually it's like a journey of enlightenment. And personal development coaching, particularly, it's just like any other coaching, but you just help people at an individual level to realize, the point where they are at, and to see their strengths and their weaknesses and work on those weaknesses for them to be able to become better in what they do.
Yeah. Okay. I know that you're an author. We're going to talk about your book on True Potential a little bit later. But tell me, how did you do the choice of choosing the John C. Maxwell team?
Oh wow! Well, if you look up at the personal development space, you would see that Dr. John C. Maxwell is right up there. Author of over 70 books, and they are all bestseller books. And how incredible he is on leadership. And coming from Africa, I know that the biggest issue in Africa has always been leadership, and it's something that is close to my heart.
You're talking about the dictatorships.
I'd rather not go there.
Okay.
Yeah, so leadership is a thing that's really close to my heart because it pains me when you see how Africa is being led in a very funny way. You know, even a child in school would say we don't have good leaders. So at the very back of my mind, I was thinking, how can we fix this problem? So how best could it be without me joining the John Maxwell team of coaches with experience on leadership for over 30 years? You know, it's been an amazing journey, and I think it was really the best choice for me in terms of my own personal growth and my clients' growth as well, because I'm connected to a team of 3,000 coaches all over the team. Yeah, within the team and all over the world, and we share our experiences with our clients together, and we just see how we can support each other so that we can get better client experience. And yeah.
Okay. I see that there's been a new word that has been thrown about, the knowledge economy, every now and then. I mean, everyone seems to come up with that. Is personal development part of the new knowledge economy?
Definitely, I will say so too, that personal development is it's really the new knowledge economy, because it means people standing up for themselves, you know, and improving on their lives so that they can improve on the lives of the other people, and in turn improve on the condition of our planet Earth. I think that's the new knowledge economy. I think it's all in personal development. It's when each and every individual start going into themselves and finding out what is it that they can bring out, what is it that they can go an extra mile to do, to achieve, so that the world can be a better place.
To go beyond themselves, I think. Okay, so let's get a little bit about your book, which I'm very excited about it. I happen to have read it since you gave me a copy at the beginning of the year. How did you get to write your book?
Well, it all started with the work I was doing with the client. I was doing some work with the client, and it got us into a very deep. We got very deep, and there's certain things that I discovered when I was working with this client about myself and about the client. It really pushed me. I was making all these notes, and after 4 or 5 months of working with this client, I realized that there was a lot of notes that I'd made together, and I was thinking, what if I could put all this together as a book, like a blueprint for me to help with other clients. And my intention was, let me just put this through as a book, out as a book, and I give it to my clients, each of them as they come, so they can see my previous work and we can build on from there. And the thing about personal development is every other client is different, because we are all different in the sense that we are all made of the values and beliefs of our various backgrounds. So we are all different.
Some conditions. So I was going to ask you, from your clients, what do your clients come to you for? What are your clients like? What state are they in, and how do you help them to change, and how do you improve, and how do they gain any personal development after having consulted with you?
Well, initially I'll tell you that most clients, they just consult personal development coaches for sake. You know, and they're just like, okay, what is this new thing? You know, like there's a new iPhone, there's an iPhone 6 out there in the market, and some people just go out there to buy it. But when you have first 2 sessions with a client and you really go through the journey of self-discovery, they start realizing certain things about their life that they didn't know, and they start understanding life from a different angle, and they see how much they could become as people, and they really get into it.
So, Unlocking Your True Potential, that is the title of your book. How did that come about? Title, I mean, like, how did you arrive at choosing that title, Unlocking Your True Potential?
Being a Christian, and all that I've learned about the human being is that we are part of God. You know, and if you are part of a creator, you yourself as a procreator. And if you look throughout the Bible, you will see God giving us that, you know, go and multiply, go ye and create, and all that. So we are part of that being, we are part of that source. So we all are supposed to be resourceful somehow. So and because I'm a student of psychology and philosophy. I study life. I study what makes us tick, and really I realize that the potential that is in the human mind, it's so abundant that it's something that if we really tap into, we would do amazing things for the world.
Personal development becomes a vehicle of understanding self in order to best contribute to our humanity.
Yes. It's actually a vehicle. And personal development, we must clarify, it's a journey. It's a journey. It's like you go into a car and you say you're leaving Johannesburg and you're going to Bloemfontein. It's a journey. And this journey of personal development is a journey of life, because I promise you that when you get into it, like I know you are, Solomon, it's never ending. It's a journey, It's a journey that once you get into, it's till the day that you're leaving Earth. And the message that we preach is that you must live fully and you should die empty. And when you get into this journey, everyone must really live their lives fully so that they die empty. Because some great writers like Dr. Miles Monroe, he says that the graveyard is the richest place on planet Earth. Why? Because when you go to the graveyard, you see people with all those dreams, all those ambitions that were never achieved or never attempted.
I've read that before. Yeah. And Derric, I know that your book, Unlocking Your True Potential, has already gone over 3,000 copies sold.
Yeah.
What's next after this, Unlocking Your True Potential?
My work for the past 1 year has been one-on-one coaching. And what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to develop material for my book, because I want to go one-on-many. I want to I want to leverage myself. I want to be able to coach people in group settings instead of one-on-one through workshops and seminars. And that's what I'm working on now. And early 2015, I believe you'll be hearing a lot more about me and my seminars. It will be called Peak Performance Seminars. And a lot of them will be done all around cities in Africa. And I really believe that through this, I would be able to, live my life fully and also make contributions and get people to self-express and self-actualize somehow.
Derric, to round up a bit on our chat, how is this personal development environment flourishing in the continent of Africa? Let's start from South Africa and into the continent. How do you think it's been embraced? Is it being taken seriously? Is it something that is going to contribute to moving the continent forward in terms of enhanced performance that you try to put across?
Yeah. After being in the field for a year, practicing for 1 year now, I will tell you that it is what will make or break Africa going forward. It's either Africans embrace it and go forward, or they don't embrace it and stay where we are. Because it's like I said, it's a journey of enlightenment. It's a journey of awareness. And until you really know, you get to a place where you realize who you are, where you are from and where you are going to, then you get now a direction and you are able to move. You are able to make a mind map. You are able to draw a plan of where you're going to.
Just explain to me, when you say a mind map, and that a novice listening out there hasn't encountered personal development before, doesn't know what personal coaching is, just kind of explain a little bit. What do you mean by mind map?
Okay, to explain what mind maps actually means, let's look at purpose, for example. Ask the question, why am I here? Who am I, where am I going to, It's a question, it's a very conflicting question around the globe, and great teachers are trying to answer, and because so many people are trying to answer this question, there's a lot of confusion on this, finding your purpose, finding your vision and mission. And I would really, it's a subject that I drove all with in my book, and it's something that I would like to clarify on. When you say, when you ask me, what is our purpose? What is our purpose of being here on earth? I would look at it in three ways, and it's very generalized, and everybody would relate with it. And the very first essence of man on earth, I believe, is for man to add value. Okay? Yeah, it's for us to add value to each other. It's for us to add value to ourselves. And the second reason why we are here on earth is for us to grow. It's for us to develop as people. It's for us to learn. It's for us to gain awareness, to self-realize. Yeah. And I believe that every other day, every other next day, when we learn something new, we grow in awareness, we grow somehow, and we start looking at innovation because we have grown, we have come to a certain level. And the third reason us that we should enjoy our journey. You know, not just, you're not supposed to only enjoy the fruit, but you're also supposed to enjoy the cultivation process. You're supposed to enjoy it from, you know, at times it's hard, at times it's easy. You're supposed to enjoy that journey. And this drives me back to the very first point of us adding value. I believe that as each individual is unique in making, you know, scientists would say each individual, 7 billion of us on planet Earth today, we have different fingerprints. That is, each and every one of us, we have our own particular identity and particular contribution that we ought to bring. So it makes us unique. And you start asking the question, why is each and every individual unique? And the simple answer is because each and every individual has got a part to play. And once your part to play is gone, you are no longer needed here. Wow. You are no longer needed here.
What a deep way to conclude, Derric. Okay, now that we're wrapping up, how can people who actually, before I continue to up, just very quickly, who needs a personal coach? Very, very quickly.
From a marketing perspective, everybody needs a personal development coach. So bring it on, people. Everybody actually needs a personal development coach, whether it's in business or in. You actually need a coach because the coach brings a second person's perspective into your life. The coach doesn't have anything to gain or to lose, however you run your life. So this person comes in with, you know, no strings attached. It's a no strings attached kind of a relationship. And this person, because you're paying him for his services or half for the services you provide, this person gives you another perspective and makes sure that you enhance your life as a person.
Indeed. How can your fans and people that want to contact you, how can they get hold of you? Or anyone that's listening to Afrikkaradio.com now?
Well, I'm on Facebook and on Twitter with the same handle. It's DYUHNDIM. That's my handle on Twitter, and it's the same on Facebook. If you Google Derric Yuh Ndim, you'll definitely find me on Facebook. And I would love to, you know, get in contact with people who are listening. Just get in touch with them. I love to listen to people's stories. I love to walk on the journey of self-awareness, self-actualization with other people. So I'm looking forward to connecting with your fans and listeners. I'm so happy that I came into your studios today, and I hope that my message will contribute somehow to other people.
Thank you so much, Derric Yuh Ndim, author of Unlocking Your True Potential. Thank you for talking to Afrikkaradio and African Cocktail.
Thank you so much. Thank you too. Thank you for having me.
There you have it, Ernest. This is Solomon Atah in Johannesburg. The sun is actually kind of started going under the horizon here. We'll be speaking to you again next week when I would have lined up a very interesting personality from the City of Gold.
Just like you've been doing, Solomon, thank you so much for that very beautiful package. And I want to thank Derric. His message actually went through. And if I learned one thing, it is that everyone needs a development coach, a self-development coach. I need one. Solomon needs one, just like my friend Titus Banyo in Antwerp needs one. Titus will be coming up just right ahead. Just like Ifana Kwala needs one, and Kenneth Ngamde needs one. Okay. These are the people whose voices you are going to hear before we run off this very interesting edition of African Cocktail. But before they start coming up, let's listen to this one.